This is Dr. Lakshmi Sirisha. Today's topic is structure of human eye. You know that eye is very important for every human being. So today in this video we discuss about what are the different parts in the eye and what is the importance of that parts and how it will works. So this is the structure of human eye. So generally the shape of the human eye is spherical in shape. It contains so many layers. In that layers, the three membranes are very important for the human eye. So the first membrane is cornea and sclera. So together, cornea and sclera is called one membrane. Membrane is nothing but layer. Cornea covers the anterior surface of the human eye and sclera covers the backward portion of the human eye. And second layer is choroid. Choroid is just below the sclera. It contains number of blood vessels. It supplies the blood and nutrition to the human eye. The third membrane is retina. It covers the inner surface of the human eye. These are the main three layers very important in the human eye. So cornea is a tough and transparent tissue that covers the anterior surface of the eye, and sclera is a opaque membrane. It covers the backward portion of the eye. Together the cornea and sclera is nothing but one membrane. The second membrane is nothing but choroid. It contains the number of blood vessels. It supplies the blood and nutrition required for the eye. The choroid is divided into two parts, ciliary body and iris diagram. So iris diagram is generally 2 to 8 millimeters. In a children, they have a small eye. So it is approximately 2 to 3 millimeters, whereas in adults, this size is like a 6 to 8 millimeters. Another important part of the human eye is lens. Lens is a fibrous cells. It contains 60 to 70% of water and 6% of fat. So it focuses the light rays that passes through it in order to create a clear images of the objects that are positioned at the various distances. If the lens is damaged, means what happens? The eye infection, loss of sight and blindness will occur, right? So the another main part of the eye is nothing but retina. It's a key part of your vision. It contains number of rods and cones that are called receptors. So generally the retina converts the light that enters into your eye into an electrical signals. That electrical signals are passed through the brain by using some optical nerves that creates some clear images that you will see. So it is based on cones and rods only. So cone vision is nothing but a bright light vision, and rod vision is nothing but a dim light vision. So generally we see the different types of objects and colors in a daytime means it is because of cones only. That's why it is also called a bright light vision. Whereas in a night time we can observe different types of objects means it is a dim light vision. It is also called a rod vision. In case of absence of any rods and cones is called blind spot. That means there is no bright light vision, there is no dim light vision. That indicates what? It is a no vision. No vision is nothing but it is a blind spot. So generally in each eye contains the 6 to 7 millions of cones and 75 to 150 millions of rods. So these are the structures of the cone cell and rod cell. So in this graph, the dotted lines indicates the number of rods. The solid line indicates the number of cones. So a small portion is there. See at 20 degrees, a small portion is there. In that portion, there is no cones and there is no rods. That means there is no receptors. That spot is nothing but blind spot. That means there is no vision at that portion. The outline of the eye is nothing but there are two types of receptors are called rods and cones. Rods are generally 75 to 150 million. Cones are generally 60 to 7 million. So we can observe the colors in a daytime is nothing but based on the cones only. That's why it is also called a bright light vision and not a color sensitive based on the rods. So we can observe the vision at night time, that is called dim light vision. So fovea is nothing but it is a center portion of the retina. It is about 1.5 millimeter diameter. So already you know that blind spot means there is no receptors. That means there is no cones and rods. That spot is nothing but blind spot. At that time there is no vision. So these are the about cones. So these are the different points about the rods. And this is the anatomy of the eye. So these are the main parts in the human eye. Cornea, sclera, and second layer is choroid, and third layer is retina. And another parts are there, lens, pupil, and iris. These are also very important parts in the human eye. So the blood vessels, see that just like a lines, these are called blood vessels. It supplies the blood and nutrition to the human eye. This is also transfers the entire electrical signal. That means the retina converts the optical signal into retinal signal that is passed to the brain by using the optical nerves only. So this is called about anatomy of the human eye. Thank you.